So, well, tell me a little bit about what do you do when you're not doing this? So you're on the road, here at the moment, preaching the gospel. I know that really does focus your attention around, bringing other people to the Lord. But how do you unwind? What do you do in your spare time?
Well, one of the things I love to do is to ride motorcycles. I live in, like I said, like a place like Tasmania. I mean, mountains, curvy roads, twisties,
Yeah.
as you guys would refer to them. So I love to ride motorcycles. We have one of the, and right around my house is some of the best riding in all the southern part of the United States. So it's a great place. Weather's mild, not hot, not cold. It's a great time to ride. And so one of the last things I want to do is go travel.
Yeah.
Because I do so much of it.
Well, it takes you away from your family.
It does. And so that's one reason I'm grateful on this trip. I have my wife with me, and I have one of my children. I have 3 children, 2 daughters and a son, and my middle child, my daughter, is with me on this trip. And so I'm very grateful that she's getting to experience a little bit of this.
You're going to get to see a little of the country while you're here?
Well, this is going to be the first time I've actually will drive through Tasmania.
Okay.
So I'm doing that today, starting my trip across up to Launceston. That's where our next event is. And so this is what's I'm excited about, because I've only flown into either city,
yeah.
and I've never driven in between. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And I wish I had time to ride a motorcycle here, a motorbike, but I don't want to get hurt before I preach. So
probably not a good idea.
No, so I'm here to
wait
preach.
till Monday week.
Yeah, that's right. After I preach, then I go hurt myself. But no, that's one of the things I do love. We have a place up in Alaska that's out in the bush. I mean, when I say bush, I mean this is
wilderness.
Very much wilderness. No electricity, no cars, and everything there wants to eat you. So we go out there, and every time I go, I'm fixing up my place. I had a big grizzly bear, knock down my door, bust out my windows. So I had to go fix all that stuff up. So I'm always doing repairs. I don't really get to enjoy it up there, but I guess that's one way to enjoy it, just fixing on things. So
I don't think you'll run into any of them while you're here.
No, probably not here in
Tasmanian devil, maybe.
Maybe. I'm going to take my daughter to go see some koalas and some Tasmanian devils while we're here at one of the little zoos up here near Launceston. So she's really looking forward to that.
Yeah. So just back to what you're known for, preaching the gospel. When you're on the stage, you think about last night, people coming forward and responding. How does that make you feel?
Very small.
Small?
Oh yeah, because how big our God is. And I got to be a part of it. I remember as a kid sitting there with my granddaddy and my father on their where there was a Billy Graham crusade or a Franklin Graham festival, and I'm sitting on back then we used to have people on the stage. We don't do that anymore. We just have my granddaddy, or my granddaddy always had a committee on the stage. With me, it's just me on this. I come up and speak, but we don't have a group of people up there. But I remember sitting on the front row on the stage and watching all these people come forward. And I remember, I'm choked to tears. And I didn't do the preaching. I'm just touched by God to see this taking place, people running forward to give their life to Christ. And I'm like, man, God, if you ever call me to do this, I don't know how I'm going to keep my composure. I want to bust out crying. This is not good when the preacher's crying all the time. And I am a weeper. I'm like Jeremiah. I'm always weeping. But it's the greatest thrill in life when you get to see people come forward. And sometimes I do lose it, to be honest. I say lose it in the sense of you can see tears in my eyes, and I'm trying to keep my composure so I can get through the directions I need to give them at the end on what to do. And but I tell you, you feel real small because you serve a great, great, mighty God. And we just saw a great work of God when God calls people to himself. And you just realize you're just a small part of this whole thing, what God's doing. And I'm so grateful to just see that small part.
Excellent. We'll just do one more.